Hello, hang on. This is a Lambretta, meant to be a Lambretta 185cc racing barrel from India, by the way. Purchased it off eBay. The descriptions, that's what it was. The picture, what was on it, came with studs, barrel studs, carburetor studs, exhaust studs, bolts, etc. This is what you actually got. The head. Right. Now the head, as you can see, has a big hole there in it. Right, that's poor casting. That's what's happened there. It's all pitted, as you can see, very badly pitted. The quality is non-existent, personally. You can really see it's. I would not put that on anything. I wouldn't. Anything I put that on is a rubbish tip. It's absolutely useless. You wouldn't stick that on anything. It's a reject. Very obviously, it's a reject. It's something what if you're manufacturing something like this, you go and throw on a pile and you sell it to the scrap man. So that's no good. So you can't use that. Then you come to the actual barrel. Piston ring was bust, but never mind. They don't cost a lot of money, piston rings. There's some split washers. Now here's the piston. As you can clearly see, it's all nicely scored, either before you use it, scratched. It's meant to be a 185cc, but personally I believe it's a 175, to be honest, from what I can work out. The barrel, let's go to that, see if we can use that. The piston, personally, I wouldn't use. It's no better than a second-hand one, to be honest with you. If you carefully look, you can see this nice shiny mark here and here. If we turn it round, oh, you seem to have the same kind of thing. What that'd be is it's been put in a vice at some point. Now the reason I think it's been put in a vice is because it was probably more likely a 125 rebored out, or at best a 150. Personally, I think it's a 125. You have a look at the exhaust port and you can see it's not that large. It's more of a 125 size, to be honest. I have checked the flatness of this, and the flatness, it's not flat. So even if you're tempted to put it on, it would blow out the sides. I think it's this side it would blow. What's the lower? It's got like a curve. Right. Now the exhaust port, you can see there's a piece missing here. Clearly see. Then we go to this side. So suppose you're willing to try and give it a go of putting it on, using it. I wouldn't. Maybe use it as a doorstop, but nothing else. Now the studs here, I didn't get with it, even though it clearly showed you, and he does mention you get them. There's one stud. I'm not going to put them all the way in because it's a waste of time. It's just to show you a demonstration. Alright. The manifold I didn't get. This is one of my own. We stick the manifold on. Oh dearie mate, doesn't seem to fit correctly. If you look, if I can get it in the lights, there you go. You can see there's a big hole there. Doesn't actually cover the manifold. Doesn't actually cover it. It's been bored out too big, made too big, and the light does shine through. What means, there you go, lovely light, nice piece of light. That would never work in a month of Sundays, so it's a complete reject barrel. take that off. Just take them out. So as you can clearly see, you couldn't use this if you tried. This has been cut out. It was obviously small in there, and you might not be able to see it, but you can see there's like blowholes here. This is from the casting. And what's probably happened, this is probably a reject from day one when it's first manufactured, and the person's bought it for pence because it's scrap value, that's all it is, and decided to try and disguise it and sell it. What's probably happened here is the casting's been bad, so it's been ground out to a point to make it look like it can be used, but as you can clearly see, it can't be used. They haven't, they haven't even tried to do it properly, because you sort of get that nice big hole there. This is from eBay. I've contacted the seller. A quick chat over the eBay, over the internet, not word to word, but sending text, and he basically says, oh, I've sold hundreds of them. Yes, you don't get all the bits what I mentioned. It's like, well, that's mis-selling. And he didn't mention any of the points I've just pointed out, like on the video. Didn't mention any of them. Didn't answer any of the questions. So I'm in the process now of sending it back, and it'd be interesting to see if I get my money back. If not, it means I've got to go to eBay. Now, warning for anybody out there buying one of these, it was from India. It was meant to be a 185cc. It was £100 and something, so it wasn't dirt cheap, and I really advise you, don't bother, and be very wary of any of these online, because it's not even a case of a bit of tinkering around you can get it working. This will never work properly. You would have to do so much to that barrel, you might as well not bother. Like I said, all this is fit for is scrap, or or a door wedge. The gasket kit, and you can see there the gasket is actually bent, the top gasket, so you don't even get a gasket kit out of your £100 and odd. So to be honest, be careful. They are out there, and what you see on a nice picture ain't what you're gonna get a lot of the times. What you're gonna get is this reject, basically rubbish, and it's not a question of fixing it, it's a question that it's completely useless rubbish. Thanks a lot, goodbye, happy scootering. That's a joke and a half. Bye bye.